Yes, good evening to everybody. Welcome to the Law of Insurance class. And today that I am going to do the rights and duties of insured. Yes, please read what I put on the screen.
Good evening. Right cancel or return the policy. Right to partial withdrawal. Right to switch funds. Right of claim to nominee. Right to surrender the policy. Right to modification or alteration in the policy. Right to cancel, return the policy. Rights of policy holder.
But you did not write that. See, when you see the rights of a policy holder directly up, horizontal way, right to cancel, virgule, return the policy. You did not read the virgule. When you come to the
Okay,
next,
okay.
to the left hand side, the right of modification, virgule, alteration in the policy. And if you come down vertical, the right of the policy vertical down, right of the claim to nominee, virgule, assignee. These are the things you did not delete. So whenever you read like a Professor Hussain. That's my intention, because I want to see everybody like a Professor Hussain. That is another point of mine. Yes, now you can see that what I posted on the screen is rights and duties of a policy holder. What is another name for the policy holder?
Indemnified, sir.
What is another name?
Indemnified.
Another name?
Policy holder.
Another name? Insured.
Yes, yes.
You fail to give that. You can say insured, or you can say policy holder, or you can say indemnified. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
That is the reason that I will ask you time to time. The first bullet, as a policy holder, you have certain rights and duties towards your policy. Second bullet, your nominee also has several rights and duties. Third bullet, the Insurance Laws Amendment Act within parenthesis 2015 has introduced the concept of the beneficial nominee. The fourth point, bullet. You can also appoint a minor as a nominee. In such a case, you require to have an appointee, a guardian, who will take care of the minor till he attain the majority. What is the majority according to the Majority Act? Yes? Unmute
Above 18 years. Above 18 years majority.
What is the marriage age for the according to the new amendment?
21, sir.
20?
21, 24.
24.
1, 4.
Girls 21 and boys 24. Yes.
4. Yes, sir.
Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Because I got some of the objection. That's why. Do you want to say anything or do you want to ask anything? Okay, let us continue it. Insurance nominee rights. As a policy holder, you have certain rights and duties towards your policy. Your nominee, the person who will receive the assured money in case of your demise during the policy period, also has a right and duties to perform for a smooth claim settlement. So, what are these rights and duties? Number one, what are my rights as a life insured? As a policy holder, here my means policy holder, or indemnified, or insured, you have the following rights. First one, bullet, the hollow bullet. Once you fill the proposal form, you should hear from your insurer within 15 days about the decision to issue or refuse the grant of insurance. The period is 15 days.
50.
1-5.
Yes, sir.
Then the second bullet is, if your proposal is accepted, the policy bond should reach you within a reasonable period of time. Third bullet, you can cancel your life insurance policy within 15 days from the date of receiving the policy document. Before the receiving the policy document, within 15 days, you can cancel it also, even though you agreed. Next bullet, you can ask for the altering the mode of premium, paid on the term of policy. Yes, you can ask for the mode of premium also. What are the mode of premium? What is the duration? Anyone?
Monthly, quarterly, half-yearly, yearly.
Not biannual?
Annual is general insurance, sir.
And annually also there. I
Yes,
don't
sir.
know whether the twice in a, no. What is it? Biannual. Bi means 2. Annual means 6. 6 months. That is biannual means. And 2 years duration, I don't think that it will be there because I saw only the annual is there. Okay, that is the premium policy. This is for the life insurance I am speaking about, not for the general insurance. General insurance, once you paid over.
Yes, sir.
In case of loss of the policy document, that is the bond, we will say, you can get a duplicate copy that confer the same rights as the original policy, except 15 days free look period. Of course, the 15 days working period is there, or working days should be there. They will make it. Suppose sometimes it is there postal delay, because generally it will not be given to by the hand. It will be sent to you under postal services. Now the EMS. Okay, now next bullet is you can change the nominee details once the policy is issued by the intimating your insurer. Yes, if you want to make it, you can make the change of the policy, the nominee. You can make the 2 nominees also, 2 or 3 nominees also. But I don't know what is the maximum limit you can keep it for the nominees. But I heard that 2 we can make it out. Even the more than 2 also be allowed, it seems, provided there would be certain. Of course, it depends upon the insurer, because insurer also agrees, say that no, we cannot go for the more than 2. Because there is a policy of the insurer. Is it or not?
Is it, sir?
Yes, in some of the international conferences I saw, they don't allow more than 2 authors. The principal author and the joint author. Only 2, not 3. Because that is their policy. And they also include, suppose if the registration fee is there, then if the e-book or the copy will be sent to you, if the provided peer-reviewed journal, it is going to be published. Each contributor means author should have to pay some registration fee. So each author, because they will get the free copy also. So if the policy is there, either 1 or 2, you can make it out. You can appoint 1 or more nominees. See here I say, more nominees. When you do so, the sum assured will be divided among them. Of course, whatever the sum would be there, whether the 20-80 or 50-50 or 60-40, that would be clearly mentioned over there, the amount. Then the 2, whom can I appoint as a nominee for my life insurance policy? So a minor can be appointed, yes, provided there would be a some appointment, then the receiver or the guardian. You can appoint any person close to you as your nominee. Say close to you as your nominee. They did not say legal heirs. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Ideally, because again they say ideally, the person should be able to make the judicious use of this sum assured received to help your family stay financially independent. Judicious use of this sum. So here again they will say there should be a legal heirs, kith and kin. Your nominee can be your spouse. Suppose if you are the policy holder, your wife. Suppose your wife is a policy holder and the husband. But here they did not say husband or wife, because spouse, anyone can be there. If the wife would be the policy holder, then the husband. If the husband will be the policy holder, then the wife. That's why the word spouse is used over here. Then parents, they did not say mother and father. They say parents. Children, they did not say girl or boy. Or relatives. They can be the nominees. The new rules under the insurance law within parenthesis Amendment Act of 2015 has a broad clarity in appointing a nominee, eliminating chances of the dispute among the family members over the receiving the death benefits. Because when you want to make it out, see that after the death of the propositus, means the here we don't say propositus because that word can be used only the succession. But here we can say after the demise of the policy holder, then the dispute should not be there. So before the enactment of these new rules, your nominee was supposed to receive the life insurance money and distribute among your legal heirs. The Amendment Act has introduced the concept of the beneficial nominees. then who are the beneficial nominees? We will see it. We can also nominate more than one person as a nominee. In such a case, you need to mention the share percentage of each nominee. See, percentage also you have to mention. How much percentage the first nominee, how much percent second nominee, how much percent third nominee, if there are 3 nominees are there. Now let us see the third point. What's the concept of the beneficial nominee and who will be the beneficial nominee? Then we say the Amendment Act has introduced a concept of the beneficial nominee that includes your immediate family members only. They say immediate family members only. Who are the immediate family members? Spouse, parents.
Nominal parents, children.
Yes. So spouse, parents or children. Sir, why they did not mention parents first?
No, sir.
Why did not mention the second round children? They say if the children may be minors also.
Children is minority, minor.
And they don't know how to use the amount also. Even they are matured also, even though they did not have that much maturity, took the responsibility of it. So that's why first is what they say the preference should be given the spouse, next to the parents, and next to the children. The new rule states that if you make any of your immediate family members as a nominee, he, she is entitled to receive the death benefit from your life insurance policy. Definitely after the demise of a policy holder. Other legal heirs cannot claim on the money. So, other legal heirs, they cannot claim the money. Only the beneficiary can claim the money. And whose name is given over there. Also, you can name various nominees for your life insurance policy and outline the exact contribution from the proceeds. So, that is the new amendment clearly says that the beneficial nominee is that nominee whose name is mentioned in the bond. That is a certificate of registration. So, included goes with the percentage also, it's mentioned. So, the new rule gives the right to your nominee to receive the money on the maturity of your life insurance policy in the event of your demise. In the event of your demise, then it will be received before receiving the corpus. So, before enactment of the rule, your nominee could collect the sum assured only in the event of your demise during the policy term, not if you are survived till maturity. Of course, they say that till maturity period would be there, then how it could be a nominee would come into the picture. And suppose the survived is there, then naturally nominee cannot take the amount. If the survived is not over there, then only the nominee can take it. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thus a new rules bring the much needed transparency in appointing a nominee entitled to receive the benefit from the life insurance policy. So now, then we can see that what are the fourth point is, can I appoint a minor as a nominee? Answer is yes, you can. However, they put the riders, conditions. In this case, you need to listen on an appointee, means one guardian, to receive any claim paid in the case of your demise during the policy period while the nominee is a minor. Sir, a minor, they said, they did not say boy or a girl. Is it or not?
Is it, sir?
They did not say a transgender also.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So keep in the mind. So you need to specify the minor's date of birth from the school records or from the municipality. Now, when you want the date of birth, they will say, no, you have to take from the MISEVA date of birth. Name of his her appointee, who will be the guardian, and the nature of the relationship with the appointee. What would be the relation between this beneficiary and the appointee? You can instruct the appointee directly through the will to take care of the sum assured received. Even in the form of the will also, you can make it the direction to the appointee how the amount will be used. The fifth point goes in this manner. What if my nominee passes away before me? What will happen? In such a case, you need to make a fresh nomination. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Suppose the nominees are there. Of course, 3 nominees are there. One died. Then second and third will come into the picture. Sir, what about the percentage? Whatever the percentage will be given to the first nominee, does it be shared in the between the two? Provided if the policy holder is alive, he can change the percentage. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. In such a case, you need to make a fresh nomination if anybody dies over there. Then 6 points. What are my duties as a policy holder? Means insured or indemnified. As a policy holder, you have these duties. After duty sums, a symbol is there. What is that symbol? A sign is there. After duty, there one sign is there. What is this sign? Yes? If you don't know, you say pass on. It's a colon. Why you are taking that much time? Then this bullet is right bullet. Fill up the proposal from form correctly. But generally, insurance forms we don't fill up. It is the agent who will take care of it. What we do, you know, just we will sign in the space provided over there. If there is a thumb impression, the thumb impression also put it over there. So naturally, of course, they will give that because it is a adhesive contract. It is a standard form of a contract where you cannot make any changes. Suppose you want to make any changes, you go to the another stakeholder and buy which you need it, which is suitable to you. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Second right is don't hide any information, however immaterial it may seem. Then that is the reason. What is the Latin terminology which will say about this one? Declare the whatever that you have the defect also should be declared by the both the parties. What is the Latin terminology? Sir, first you tell me the equal and English terminology. Okay, I will tell you the equal English terminology. Utmost good faith. Now you tell me the Latin terminology. Overrun Friday. Yes, you are right. Yes, you are right. I appreciate it. Next, third right is pay premium on time. Pay premium on time. And I already told you that who is an expert who will fix the premium is called who is good in the mathematics, who is good in the statistics, who is equally good in the financial theories, and who fixes the premium in the insurance?
Actuary, sir.
Actuary. Why you are taking that much time? Why you are taking that much time? Several times we repeated the same thing. So I will be very thankful to the A.V. Reddy. We will be present always. Image Jai Bharati, MD Rubina Tabassum, she also present in these days. And P. Sukumar is very much regular also. Sunita B. Tanduri Venkatesharlu. Yes, you are welcome to my class, sir. And please give me some suggestions if I want to improve my teaching. The next bullet is, which I am highlighting here is 1, 2, 3, 5. Fifth bullet. Inform your life insurance company immediately if you lose your policy document. That is a certificate of registration. We can say nothing but it's a bond. Then the last one here, don't disclose your policy number and other confidential information to imposter identifying themselves as IRDA officials. IRDA never makes such a calls. Like, don't reveal your OTP to. Yes? To anybody. Are you hearing me? Yeah, there is some disturbance.
Voice is disturbance, sir.
Yes, there is some disturbance. I'm also facing. Grrr, it is saying. What about now?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, no. There is some light disturbance would be there. Even I also observed over there. Okay, next comes the seventh point is what are the rights and duties of my nominee? The person who is appointed by the policy holder is said to be the nominee. There may be the 1, 2, or 3, irrespective of the age and sex. Your nominee has the following rights. The square bullet. Receive the sum assured in case of demise of the policy holder. Yes, once the policy holder is no more, then it is the nominee will step into the shoe of the policy holder and receive the sum assured. what is agreed over there. Second, know the policy benefits and the claims procedure. Just suppose he has to know it, what are the policy benefit will be there and what is the procedure to claim. The claim procedure also be there. Number third, know about the policy whereabouts. So suppose if you are a nominee, then you have to know that in which insurance company it is the policy holder having the insurance. Fourth, the duties includes, number one, intimating the life insurance company about claim. Once the policyholder dies, it is a duty lies on the nominee to intimate to the policy insurer, indemnifier, stakeholder. Next, presenting the original document during the claim settlement. Then the original document, it should be with the nominee. In case it is not in the nominee, if it is a safe locker, then it should be given to the nominee, because nominee is the person who can claim it. Even though if it is with anybody else also original document, even he or she is not nominee, then the document merely a paper. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Then, so immediately the intimating the life insurance company about the claim, they have to make it, the nominee should have to make it out. And presenting the original document during the claim settlement, yes, he has to get it the document, even though not with the position at the time of the nominee. But generally, nominee may not be having it, because generally they will keep in the safe locker system. Of course, the locker, it will be handed over once death is over. Then they will ask for the who will be the nominee. Even the insurance company also will reveal it who will be the nominee. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Do they publish in the newspaper? No. It is a confidential matter. Yes. Last point is comply with the insurer during claims. Yes. Whatever the insurer's rules and regulations should be there, then the nominee should have to follow it. So that would be the thing. Then the life insurance is a contract governed by the principle that is oberrima fides. It is nothing but it is a contract of utmost good faith for the both of the parties. Both the parties is the contract of utmost good faith. Being aware of your rights and duties go a long way in making the best use of your policy. So to cushion your dependent from the financial risk. So these are the rights and duties of the rights and duties of the
Policy holder, sir.
policy holder, or we can say, of course, nominee also comes over there once he will be demised. Policy holder
and the nominee, sir.
Yes, policy holder demised, then it will step into the shoe of the policy holder who nominee, then the rights and duties will be equally available to him or her. Of course, if the minor is there at the time, the receiver would be appointed who will take care of it till he attains the age of majority. So that is also another point. So we can make it out. So this is a simple topic, not simple topic, one of the a bit we made it. But if we happen to see the syllabus, we will come across here. See, I am highlighting it. Right and liabilities of the insurer and insured person. So this thing that we did it. Then life insurance contract, we dealt it. Life insurance contract is nothing but the contract between the two parties, but it is not a indemnified contract. Why it is not a indemnified contract? Yes.
Life insurance corporation or life insurance, sir.
We cannot measure the cost of the life. That's why it is a time-bound contract. They fix the time and they fix the amount. Up to that extent, premium would be paid depending upon the insured and insurer, what they agreed and what the policy allows them. The premium would be paid either voluntarily going to the insurance company, or the agent will come and collect and later he will give the receipt. Or suppose if you are a government employee or any employee where you can give the authority to the employer to deduct your insurance premium from your monthly or quarterly or half yearly as you requested to their employer, provided such a facility would be there. So life insurance contract, of course, nowadays there are many other insurance companies has emerged over there. As we studied, roughly 34, the private companies, and 24, not 24. I think it's only 6 or 7. I am speaking about the government, not the private, because total 54 are there. And these 54, all of them are not dealing with the insurance, life insurance. And some of them is during the life insurance. But most of them during the general insurance. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So we discussed what are the company and which are the stakeholders dealing with the insurances, that insurance. So regarding the life is concerned. Sir, whether life insurance is only for the human beings or animals also? Yes. Insurance is because animals also having the life. Huh?
No, sir. Only human beings, sir.
Animals also.
Whether the insurance means
Animals కూడా ఉన్నాయి సార్.
insurance is only for human beings or it include animals also. 5 reasons why livestock insurance is a necessity. Can animal have a insurance? Pet insurance is a type of health insurance for your pets. It can cover costs associated with the certain illnesses or type of the veterinary treatment. Can you say it's the life insurance or can you say the health insurance? Yes?
Health insurance, sir.
Why you are taking that much time? It is clearly written over there. Could you able to see it or not? Here.
Health insurance. Yes,
Are you
sir.
able to see it? It is a health insurance, not a life insurance. Even the pets insurance for the dogs and cats can be insured over there. Yeah, read what I posted on the screen.
Pet insurance can help you manage health costs for your pets. Pet insurance is a type of health insurance for your pets. It can cover costs associated with certain, sir, not visible, sir.
Not visible. Okay. Why you are not giving the idea? Yes, it is will certain illness or types of veterinary treatment. This can help make the health care for your young dogs or cats. Sir, pet only the young dogs or cats or any other animal also come? Anyone? Yes? Rabbits. Rabbits. So there is a GEICO insurance agency can help you to get the comprehensive pet insurance. Comprehensive pet insurance means everything will be covered. Means 360 angle it will be covered over there. And coverage for your dogs and cats, and get a free online quote and see how affordable they are. What is the pet insurance cover? Then they say Embrace Pet Insurance is the GEO insurance agency have teamed up to bring up comprehensive dog insurance and cat insurance. This nose to tail coverage includes, so that is called next word, nose to tail coverage. That means from top to bottom or bottom to top. Are you following me?
Bottom.
Yes. Nose to tail coverage that includes, first bullet, accidents, that is exemplary gratia. EG means exemplary gratia. Broken bones, swallowing something. Then the number 2, illness, not pre-existing. Number 3, dental issues. Dental care also there. And 4, cancer, and more. Any other dog or any other diseases are there. So you can choose any licensed veterinarian and you are reimbursed up to the 90% of the vet bill. 90% of the vet bill that you can get it. And why do I need the pet health insurance? Because I have a lot of interest in the pet, and insurable interest is there. None of us like thinking about it, but the truth is that our pets could get hurt or sick. As the cost of the vet bills continue to rise, we can help manage some of those costs with the pet insurance. సార్ మనకు మనుషులకెళ్ళే లేదు కాబట్టి ఇప్పుడు యానిమల్స్కి ఎందుకు వస్తుంది సార్? A person who could afford for the human being, then also can afford for the pet. Can you stop that man not to do the pet insurance? Yes. Give me the answer. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir. Pass on, sir.
Then why you are not giving the answer? You say pass on.
Pass on.
ఓకే సార్, తినడానికి తిండే లేదు కానీ మీసాలకు సంపంగి నూనె. వాట్ ఇట్ మీన్స్? సార్, we don't know. When you yourself not having money for the survival and you want to keep such a very costly and a very smell odor, means aroma oil to your మీసాలకి ఏమనాలండి?
Mustache, sir.
Mustache. Okay. I appreciate. Why you are keeping quiet? Sir, we don't know how to say in English. Okay. Without pet health insurance, pet bills can be costly. Because even not only pet insurance, including the health insurance also very much costly nowadays. Because of the corporate. Yes. Corporate hospitals. What is the biggest corporate hospital in Hyderabad? Sir?
Apollo, sir.
No Apollo. AIG. Asia. The best, the one in Asia. AIG. What is the full form of AIG? I already once I told you. AIG hospital. That is the Asian. It is the biggest. It is said to be the AIG hospital, and this is the full form of it is, what is the full form of AIG? Asian Institute of Gastroenterology.
Enterology.
Asian Institute of Gastroenterology, India's foremost gastroenterology hospital, spread across the 1.5 million square feet. AIG hospital is a state-of-the-art 800 bed super specialty hospital, which is among the largest hospital in the country today. The best hospital in Hyderabad. Only the people who are having the health insurance will go to the AIG, not an ordinary man. Even I myself cannot afford it. But my daughters can afford it because they are working in the multinational company and they have the insurance, including me and my wife. So why I am giving the thing is not only the human being but a health insurance for the pet also there, but not life insurance. Because life is only for the human being. Okay, that is about the life insurance contract, and the personal accident insurance we will see in the next class. But meanwhile, if you want to ask anything, you can ask me. Because personal accident insurance means if a person himself is injured over there, at that instance, how they can make it out? Sir, personal insurance will not cover the comprehensive insurance. Okay, in the comprehensive insurance, definitely personal insurance will cover. But other than the accident, if anything is happening at the time, personal accident insurance will come into the rescue. So, do you think that it is a separate thing? Answer is yes. Personal accident insurance is different from the motor vehicle insurance that I will show you now. How we can make it out. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. It is a personal accident insurance issue terms and conditions. So how it can be personal accident insurance? What is a personal insurance accident? And let me see in short, in nutshell. In nutshell, the personal accident insurance go in this manner. Personal accident insurance provides essential coverage against the accidental injuries. Essential coverage is there. With it, you can get a reimbursement for medical expenses resulting from the accidents. Reimbursement is there for the accidents. Hospitalization benefits, the medical treatment which you are going to get it in the hospital, the what is a inside hospital treatment that help pay for alternative treatment, even for the alternative treatment, and should accidental death occur, a lump sum payout. If the accidental death occurs over there, then you can get the lump sum amount also. So cover what is not covered in the personal accident insurance means claims that arise out of the past illnesses or sicknesses. The claims that arise out of the past illnesses or sicknesses, and if it is determined that the policyholder suffer from the bones or broken bones or permanent partial disability or permanent total disability or dismemberment or temporary and partial disability or temporary total disability, death, required hospitalization, etc. as a result of any things not covered under the policy will be clearly mentioned the way it is there. Number one, there are some exclusions under the individual personal accident policies. The official comprehensive list of the exclusion means not covered, and the terms and conditions therein will be communicated in the official policy wordings. A general list of the exclusion, however, is mentioned below. What are not covered is mentioned below. Number one, intentional injury. Suppose if you cut yourself, the injury would be there. If the burns are there, or broken bones are there, permanent partial disability is there, permanent total disability is there, dismemberment is there, temporary partial disability is there, temporary total disability is there, death, etc. of the policyholder is determined to be, then it will not be covered. It will be caused either the intentionally or by the intentional negligence. See, both the way, either intentionally or by the intentional negligence. Means the negligence part is more there, intentional negligence, no claim will be honored under this policy. Reason is
Intentional and negligence.
yes, it is intentional and intentional negligence. Both the things will come into the picture. Then the second point is injuries from a civil or a foreign war. If the civil war is there, foreign war is there, if any broken wings are there, permanent disability is there, in such a case, you are not going to get it because you cannot predict it or you cannot determine it if there would be a civil war or a cold war or a foreign war. So, such a way, a participant in the civil or foreign armed conflict, the policyholder, no claim will be honored under this policy. That is the second exclusion clause. The third is injuries that are incurred because the policyholder was under the influence of drugs and alcohol. ఫుల్గా తాగింది అనుకోండి, ఏమవుతుందండి? ఏమవుతుందండి? సార్ కక్కుంటాడు సార్. Suppose if he could not digest it, he will vomit it. But if he's driving it, then the probability of the accident is there. Even if he's walking on the road also, there is a probability of the accident because he cannot walk in a decent manner, but he will walk in a pendulum manner. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
ఈ పెండ్యులం ఏంటి సార్? ఇది తెలుగులో చెప్పండి. పెండ్యులంని ఏమంటారు? లోలకము. గోడ గడియారాలకు ఉంటాయి చూడండి పెండ్యులం.
Yes, sir.
which will move horizontal movement or vertical movement అండి అది? సార్ నాకు తెలియదు సార్. It is a horizontal movement, not vertical movement, because it depends upon the position that you keep it. Okay, next is AIDS and HIV and other STDs. All STD అంటే ఏంటిదండి సార్? స్ట్రేట్ టంగ్ డైల్ సార్. ఏంటండి STD అంటే?
Person, sir.
సెక్షువల్లీ ట్రాన్స్మిటెడ్ డిసీజెస్. అబ్బా, మీకు ఎందుకు సార్ బాగానే తెలిసింది ఇది? వస్తేనే తెలుస్తుందా అండి, లేకుంటే నాలెడ్జ్ ఉండదా అండి? AIDS or HIV or other sexually transmitted diseases are there, in such a case, no claim will be honored under this policy. Injuries incurred because of the active participation in the violence, public disorder, labor disturbance. నేనే మా తురుమ్ ఖాన్ అని పోయిన అనుకోండి, దెబ్బలు తగిలినాయి అనుకోండి, that will not be covered over there. That is, the injuries incurred because of the active participation in the violent public disorder or labor disobedience. రైట్స్లలో కానీ, ఇంకా వేరే స్ట్రైక్స్లలో కానీ, డిస్టర్బెన్స్లలో కానీ, డెమాన్స్ట్రేషన్లు కానీ, ప్రొటెస్ట్లో కానీ, పబ్లిక్ డిస్టర్బెన్స్లో కానీ, no claim will be honored under this policy. A policy, personal injury policy. Injured or duty with any one of the armed forces. The policy holder suffer from the burns or broken bones or permanent disability or permanent disability or partial disability or total disability. Any other thing would be there, and such armed forces no claim will be eligible under the individual personal accident policy. Next is injuries that arise because of the participation in any adventure sports. Adventure sports చేసింది అనుకోండి, ఆ స్పోర్ట్స్ని ఏమంటారండి, ఒక కాలికి తాలు కట్టుకొని కొండ మీదకి వెళ్ళి దునుకుతారు చూడండి. Yes. Tell me, what is the sports? Even I could remember it, just now I missed that. Do you know that what is? He will jump from the very hilltop, but he will tie a rope to only one leg. So if any adventurous thing, scaling is there, such as sports would be there, jumps are there from one hill to another hill by the motorbike, that all not covered over there. And claims that arise out of the past illnesses or sickness, chronic diseases ఉన్నాయనుకోండి, అది కూడా కవర్ కావు. క్రానిక్ డిసీజ్ అంటే ఏవండి? వాట్ ఆర్ ద
టీబీ క్యాన్సర్
డయాబెటిక్ క్రానిక్ కదా అండి సార్, కామన్ డిసీజ్ అయిపోయింది. ఇట్ బికమ్ ఏ బీపీ ఇస్ ఏ కామన్ డిసీజ్ అయిపోయింది. సో any other thing which is the past illnesses, sickness will be there, that will not be covered under the Personal Injuries Act. The last one is claim that arise out of the pregnancy or childbirth related issues. So it is determined that the policyholder suffered from a burns or broken bones or permanent partial disability or permanent total disability, a dismemberment or a temporary partial disability, temporary total disability, death or required hospitalization, etc. As a result of the policyholder's pregnancy or childbirth, claim will not be honored under this policy. Sir, కొంతమందికి బాలింతల జబ్బు అంటారు చూడండి, వాట్ ఈస్ దట్? Sometimes they get the high blood pressure, and sometimes that even sugar will be down, and there is a profuse bleeding would be there. Of course, now the bleeding will not naijante ipudu, because cesarean. Are you following?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If the natural birth would be there, then it can be pushing. Please push it. They can say it. But now the easy method going on there, cesarean, because if she cannot afford that much pain would be there, then it is good for the cesarean. And the cesarean, when it makes 1 and 2 won't be allowed, either the male or female. The third one says, don't take the risk. Of course, third will be allowed also. But what will happen? Ayya muduga bidda vettindi, taratula bidda vettindi. Do you have any gear to make it a bidda to koduku? The gear, third gear, fourth gear is unnadi ante etlantiది? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. అంటే గేర్ ఉన్నదా ఏంటిది?
అవును సార్, వాళ్ళకు అబ్బాయి కావాలని కోరిక ఎక్కువ ఉన్నప్పుడు అలా చేస్తారు.
Suppose if the third also becomes a female, then what do we do? You cannot do, because law will not allow you to do like that. Even no one can give you that before either girl baby or boy baby, because it is an offense. If anybody reveals it, it will known to the people. His practice will be ceased to be. His license will be seized over there. What is the test which can determine it, whether the fetus is a girl or a fetus is a boy? Sir, vital test, sir. వైరల్ టెస్ట్ దేనికి ఇస్తారు తెలుసా? మలేరియా ఉన్నదా కాదా అని తెలియదు దానికి. మలేరియా నో టైఫాయిడ్ ఉన్నదా లేదా అని. వాట్ ఈస్ ద టెస్ట్ వీ కెన్ డిటర్మైన్ ఇట్ విత్ ద ఫెటస్ ఇస్ ద గర్ల్ ఆర్ ఎ బాయ్? సార్ మాకు తెలియదు సార్, అడవులకు అడగాలి సార్. ఎస్ సార్ తెలుసు చెప్పండి, లేకపోతే పాస్ అని చెప్పండి అండి, నేనైనా చెప్తా.
అవసరం సార్.
అల్ట్రాసౌండ్ అంటారు కదండి, అల్ట్రాసౌండ్ టెస్ట్. Is it ultrasound test which will determine whether the fetus is there is a test, no doubt. I'll show you that. Which test will determine whether the boy or a girl? Ultrasonic test. So far my knowledge goes over there. But let me take it out. Why it is not vanishing? I say delete. Oh, this is there. It is deleting. Now I got the point. Which test determine the fetus gender? Which test determine the fetal gender? NIPTs are the safe way to detect the chromosomal abnormality early in pregnancy, then more than intensive finding out your baby's sex through the gender blood test. So there is a test should be there where NIPT test is there that will not be allowed over there by the any practitioner to know whether the boy baby or the girl baby is there. So a nice bonus, they can tell you whether you are having a boy or girl baby. No, we cannot tell it because it will not make it out in the DNA test also we cannot. But of course they do also DNA test and to determine whether the boy baby or a girl baby to ascertain it. So what is the test determined with the baby gender? So it is non-invasive prenatal testing, NIPT. Non-invasive prenatal testing, NIPT. A blood sample of the pregnant woman is used to identify the fetal sex. The method is based on the analysis of the cell-free fetal DNA found in the maternal blood early in pregnancy. And in the TV also they could not show it in such a way that we could know by seeing the genitalia whether the girl or a boy baby. So that is a non-invasive prenatal testing in NIPT for the fetal sex determination. So now what I want to say is certain things will not be allowed over there as per the law. So if any injury is caused because of the prenatal or postnatal or childbirth or delivery time, that will not be covered under the that will not be covered under the అయ్యా హైలైట్ చేసి చూపెడుతున్నా కాదండి,
పర్సనల్ యాక్సిడెంట్
పెడుతున్నా
ఇన్సూరెన్స్.
కాదండి.
పర్సనల్ యాక్సిడెంట్ ఇన్సూరెన్స్ సార్.
But why you are not taking that much time? See, whatever the things which are all exclusion classes. So all are the exclusion classes that we dealt it in the today class. Then tomorrow we will see that establishment and function of the LIC. Tomorrow you read and come to the class and we will discuss. There's a participatory class, whether in the sermon class or the preacher's class. And some Sunita, are you hearing me? Now Sanjay Rani is joined. Of course, late is better than never. Welcome, Sanjay Rani. Yeah, it's about
Sir,
close.
sir,
Yeah.
good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. See, we are discussing it. We missed you today class because you are nobody is giving the test because to know whether the sex test, I mean fetal test, which test should be used over there to determine the fetus is a girl or a boy. So now I have shown them. And Sunita, are you there? Sunita B, Banka Sunita. Unmute and give me the answer. Tomorrow what I am going to teach? No, I believe that she is not there. Jai Bharat.